afternoon, Facebook. Melanie Bates here, Director of Communications with Future Privacy Forum. And Amelia Vance, our newest staff member, is here with me today, and she is our Education Policy Lead. She's here today to discuss a new survey that we released. Amelia, what was the title of that survey?
It was about parental access to data. So we did a survey last year in 2015 talking about what parental thoughts about data and privacy are. In the media, you always hear parents who are really concerned about technology in schools and often use that fear or concerns about standardized testing. And really, when you see those parental quotes as the leads in every story on privacy, it's not clear whether all parents feel that way or if it's just those one or two parents quoted in those articles. So we wanted to go and look at what parents actually feel about data and privacy. And the survey went really well last year. We found out a lot of great information, and we decided to do it again this year. So today is the launch of our 2016 survey.
Great. That's great news. So what were some of the key questions that you asked parents in the survey?
We asked about how they thought information should be used in schools, and also how it is being used now. So one of the biggest survey findings was that both the number of parents who were using technology provided by schools to find out about their kids and the number of kids using technology in schools both went up 20% from last year. So there's been a major jump where now 90% of students are using school-provided technology in 2016. So huge findings, and it definitely means that ensuring the privacy of students and making sure parents know more about how their students' data is protected is even more important.
Awesome. I saw something about sensitive data. Can you speak a little bit about that point that was made?
Yeah, one of the really interesting findings that we saw this year was that parents are feeling more comfortable with schools collecting more sensitive information. In particular, one finding, let me see if I can find the exact statistic, over half of parents now agree that race and ethnicity are data that's appropriate for collection and use by schools.
Okay.
And I found that particularly interesting in the context of the U.S. Department of Ed Office of Civil Rights data this year, which showed that African American boys, for example, are much more likely to be suspended from school than other students, or disabled students are much more likely to be suspended than others. So it may be that parents have seen those headlines or may be concerned about discrimination in schools in general and are therefore more comfortable with that information being collected.
So since it's collected, that can lead to more reforms and better practices and policies being instituted. Is that what the benefit is?
Exactly. You don't know whether there's a problem unless you have the data to back it up. And by collecting information about suspensions and combining it with what race or ethnicity a student is or whether they have a disability, you can find out if there are disproportionate suspensions or other problems.
Great. So how does this work? How does this report fit into your overall goal or your plan for your policy work here at FPF?
So it definitely informs all of it. A lot of what we do at FPF is making sure that everyone talks to each other in a way. So making sure that parental voices are at the table and having this survey to back up how we know parents feel about privacy and data use is so important and will inform the rest of our work moving forward, from the parent guide we put out last year that describes, the basics of data and privacy for parents to future publications and comments that we give on state and federal legislation. So I'm really excited that we'll have this as a baseline moving forward.
Excellent. All right, Facebook, now it's your turn. Go to fpf.org to download the new survey. Thank you.
Thank you.